The NBA is an arena for top-tier basketball players to showcase their skills, athleticism, and sportsmanship. However, there have been several instances where players have displayed behavior that can be considered disrespectful to the game and to their opponents. These moments have been controversial and have generated a lot of debate among fans and players alike. In this video, we will take a look at the top 10 disrespectful moments in NBA history, and analyze what made these moments so controversial and why they have remained in the memories of fans and players alike. Draymond Green's kicking incidents. Draymond Green has had several kicking incidents during his NBA career that have been considered disrespectful by many fans and players. These incidents involve him kicking or attempting to kick opposing players during games. The reasons these incidents are considered disrespectful is that they can be seen as intentional attempts to harm or intimidate opponents, which is not in the spirit of fair competition. Kicking or attempting to kick another player is also a violation of the NBA's rules and can result in a foul or even ejection from the game. Lance Stephenson's blowing in LeBron James's ear. In a 2014 NBA playoff game, Lance Stephenson, then a player for the Indiana Pacers, blew in LeBron James's ear as a way of trying to distract him. This action was widely considered disrespectful by many fans and players. The reason this action was considered disrespectful is that it was seen as an intentional attempt to disrespect and taunt an opponent. Blowing in someone's ear is not a normal part of basketball and has no relation to the game itself. Instead, it was a personal and disrespectful act that was intended to throw LeBron James off his game and humiliate him. Allen Iverson stepping over Tyronn Lue. In the 2001 NBA Finals, Allen Iverson famously stepped over Tyronn Lue after hitting a jumper over him. This action was widely considered disrespectful by many fans and players. The reason this action was considered disrespectful is that it was seen as an intentional attempt to humiliate an opponent. Stepping over someone is a show of dominance and disrespect, and it was clear that Iverson intended to send a message to Lue and the Lakers. Reggie Miller's choke sign. During Game 1 of the 1994 NBA Eastern Conference Finals, Reggie Miller of the Indiana Pacers made a choke sign towards Spike Lee, a New York Knicks superfan, after hitting a three-pointer in front of him. This action was widely considered disrespectful by many fans and players. The reason this action was considered disrespectful is that it was seen as an intentional attempt to disrespect and taunt an opponent's fans. Making a choke sign is a personal and disrespectful act that was intended to insult Spike Lee and the Knicks. Michael Jordan's shrug. Jordan's shrug gesture was made after hitting his sixth three-pointer in the first half of the game against the Portland Trail Blazers. His gesture indicated a sense of disbelief and surprise at his own success in making so many consecutive three-point shots. Jordan's shrug was seen as a display of his incredible talent and ability to dominate the game, and indicated showboating while also showing his dominance to the opponents. LeBron James's crab dribble in 2008. During a game against the Washington Wizards, LeBron James used a move that appeared to be a crab dribble or a travel, which means moving both feet without dribbling the ball. The referees did not call a violation, and the move ultimately led to a basket for James. The move sparked a debate about the rules of the game and whether or not the referee should have called a violation. However, it was seen as a disrespectful move by most fans and players. Overall, LeBron James's crab dribble in 2008 was considered disrespectful by most fans and players, and also a subject of debate about the rules of the game. Kobe Bryant's 81-point game. During the game, Kobe Bryant's exceptional skill and talent allowed him to score 81 points, the second highest point total in a single game in NBA history. His performance was not only a display of his individual abilities, but also helped his team win the game. While some opposing fans or players may have viewed Bryant's dominant performance as disrespectful or showboating, it was not intended to be so. Bryant was simply playing his best and contributing to his team's success. Overall, Kobe Bryant's 81-point game was considered disrespectful by most fans and players, and it was rather incredible feat of individual skill and talent, but was not perceived well by the fans and players altogether. LeBron James's block on Andre Iguodala. During the final minutes of the game with the score tied, Andre Iguodala attempted a fast break layup that would have given the Golden State Warriors the lead. However, LeBron James chased Iguodala down from behind and blocked his shot, preventing the Warriors from scoring and preserving the tie game. The block was not intended to be disrespectful, but rather a display of James's incredible athleticism and defensive prowess. It was a crucial play that helped his team win the game and the NBA championship. Overall, LeBron James's block on Andre Iguodala was considered disrespectful by most fans and players because it showed dominance from LeBron James. It was rather an impressive display of skill and a pivotal moment in the game, which helped LeBron's team in the future plays. Isaiah Thomas walk-off. The Isaiah Thomas walk-off at the end of Game 4 of the 1991 NBA Eastern Conference Finals against the Chicago Bulls is widely considered a disrespectful moment in NBA history. During the game, the Detroit Pistons were losing to the Bulls, and with only a few seconds remaining in the game, Isaiah Thomas and some of his teammates left the court without shaking hands with the Bulls players, who had won the game. This move was seen as a deliberate snub and a lack of sportsmanship. The walk-off was not only viewed as disrespectful by the Bulls players and fans, but also by many NBA fans and players around the league. It was seen as a poor display of sportsmanship and a lack of respect for the opposing team, especially considering the Bulls had shaken hands with the Pistons after losing to them in the previous year's playoffs. Paul Pierce's wheelchair incident. Paul Pierce's wheelchair incident during Game 1 of the 2008 NBA Finals is considered by many fans and players to be a disrespectful moment in NBA history. During the game, Paul Pierce was carried off the court in a wheelchair after appearing to suffer a serious injury. However, he returned to the game just a few minutes later, leading many to question the severity of his injury and whether or not he was using the wheelchair as a way to gain sympathy or make a statement. The incident was seen as disrespectful to the game, as it appeared to be a deliberate attempt to manipulate the emotions of the fans and gain an advantage for his team. It also drew criticism from fans and players who saw it as a mockery of serious injuries and a lack of respect for the game and its traditions. Overall, Paul Pierce's wheelchair incident is considered by many to be a disrespectful moment in NBA history, as it was seen as a deliberate attempt to manipulate the emotions of fans and gain an advantage for his team, rather than a genuine display of injury or concern for the game. In conclusion, the NBA has seen its fair share of disrespectful moments throughout its history, from trash talking to unsportsmanlike conduct. These moments have often been controversial and have generated debate among fans and players alike. While some may argue that these moments are a part of the game and contribute to its excitement and drama, others believe that they are disrespectful and undermine the values of fair play, respect, and sportsmanship. Regardless of one's perspective, it's important to remember that the NBA is ultimately a game that brings people together, and that respect for the game, its players, and its traditions is essential in preserving its integrity and ensuring its continued success. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and smash that big red button that says subscribe so we can reach out to you with more fun stuff of this beautiful game. And also let us know which disrespectful moment you think should have been there among our top 10 but isn't there.